Arsenal battled through another tough game to come out as 1-0 victors away at Selhurst Park thanks to a Martin Odegaard penalty. An important 3 points to ensure our 100% start is still going. In today's video, we are going to be running through my Arsenal player ratings for the game. So what's going on, everyone? You're listening to Gunner Central here. I hope you're all doing well. If you are looking for more Arsenal content this season, then be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an upload. Let's get into these ratings. So in goal, Aaron Ramsdale, I gave him a 7 out of 10. He made some good saves when needed. Didn't really do too much else wrong. Good punch towards the end of the game to keep us solid at the back and keep that clean sheet. So look, I give Aaron Ramsdale a 7 out of 10. I think he has to keep being our first choice keeper for the foreseeable future. Not a bad performance at all from Aaron Ramsdale. Now, Tomiyasu at left back. I gave him also a 7 out of 10. He was solid when he was on. Defended very well, I think, and he was not bad on the ball. He played left centre back when we had the ball, so he wasn't really storming up and down as much as you would want from a fullback, but I think it was just our tactical setup for, as far as that goes. Look, now, I've said this in a post-game video that those yellow cards are questionable. I think the first one I can kind of get because I don't think it was just for that incident. I think throughout the game he was quite slow with the throw-ins. But that second yellow, it's not even a foul, let alone a second yellow card. Yeah, the yellow cards are questionable, but I'm not going to take that into account. I give Tomiyasu a 7 out of 10. Centre-back, William Saliba, I've given him an 8 out of 10. He is such a crucial player to this Arsenal team. He did have that one mess-up, though, in the first half. But, I mean, he had an amazing recovery tackle from that mess-up, making up for it instantaneously. After that mess-up, though, he didn't really put a foot wrong. It's another classy game from this Frenchman of ours. What a player he is. 8 out of 10 for William Saliba. Could even be a 9 out of 10 though. The next centre-back, Ben White. I've given him a 7 out of 10. He is so underrated. He played in that back three when we were on the ball, so he didn't really get much going offensively, but he had a really good game. He was very strong as a defensive unit. Yeah, I'm very happy with Ben White's performance. Could be pushed higher, but I've given him a 7 out of 10. The right back, Thomas Partey, I've also given a 7 out of 10. Again, I'm not quite happy with him starting right back. I think his talents are slightly wasted. But then again, when we were on the ball, he was a CDM. He tracked his man quite well. He was quite solid right back. I think this is probably going to be quite a common occurrence when we play a low block, just so we can get an extra man in the midfield and kind of have Partey or Rice, whoever's in the DM in that position, when the counter's happening, to play as an insurance piece, kind of. But yeah, I thought Thomas Partey did quite well throughout the game, so 7 out of 10 I think is what he warrants. CDM, again, my man of the match for the second game in a row, Declan Rice. I've given him a 9 out of 10. It's another game, it's another breathtaking performance from Declan Rice. On the ball, he is just so good. I mean, if you think about that almost would have been assist outside foot pass from Declan Rice to go to Eddie Nketiah where he missed it, but I think Declan Rice was so good. Defensively, had an amazing couple of challenges, gave Palace a very hard time. It was very good aerially. Palace was struggling. Palace kind of had that roadblock, which was Declan Rice, so I'm very happy with Declan Rice's performances. A 9 out of 10. He is the perfect CDM for this Arsenal team. Central midfield, Kai Havertz, I've given him a 6 out of 10. I actually think he had a really good performance. You know, he was winning headers. He was quite sharp on the ball. I was quite happy with his performance. I think he gets a lot more hate than needed. I can definitely see why Arsenal purchased him. He has that ceiling that's so high, so much untapped potential in Kai. I don't think it was a bad performance at all. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with the progression we're seeing. He's getting a little more confidence. We just need to get more on the ball. I think he's really good running in behind the lines, and I'd love to see that more. It's very hard against a low block, but I think it was a good performance overall from Kai. Next, centre midfielder, our captain fantastic, Martin Odegaard, 7 out of 10. He is such a good player. He took that penalty so calmly, and he helped keep the pressure on when we had the ball. He kept Palace in that low block. He was playing some good passes. I was very happy with his performance again. One thing I want to say about him is he is very underrated defensively. He presses very hard. He's quite good in 50-50 challenges. I'm happy with Martin Odegaard's performance. A 7 out of 10 is what I give him. Left wing is Gabby Martinelli. I've given him a 6 out of 10. It is quite low, but I do think it's because he's a tad bit quiet at times. But when he did have the ball at his feet, he is so good. And even without the ball at the feet, he works his socks off. He plays really well. He has some very good corners. I don't think it was a bad performance at all from Gabby. Just for his level, though, I think the 6 out of 10 is quite fair from what we can expect from him. Striker, Eddie Nketiah, I've given him a 7.5 out of 10. Would probably be much higher had he got a goal. It was a very good performance from him overall, though. All that his performance was missing was that goal. His movement was so sharp. I mean, how he won the penalty, he was so switched on from it. He pressed without possession. He was working really hard. He was good at holding up the ball when he could. I'm very happy with his performance. I think he has to start against Fulham. So Eddie Nketiah, I've given him a 7.5 out of 10. Right wing, star boy Bukayo Saka, given him a 7 out of 10. Could probably be lower, but I think he played really well. I think they kept him somewhat quiet in the first half, but in the second half, especially in the beginning of the second half, he was doing what he wanted with them. He was really taking control of the game, I feel, until Tomiyasu got that red card, and we kind of had to move Bukayo back to his old roots of playing as a fullback. He played in that left wing back, but even there, he was really good. Defensively very strong today. I've given Saka a 7 out of 10. Now the substitutions, we'll start off with Jorginho. I've given him a 6 out of 10. He did well when he came on, to be fair. Not enough time though to warrant anything higher, but he controlled the game when we had the ball. He was defensively strong, no mishaps, and he basically helped us see out the game, calm everything down. Very important sub. Very good decision from Mikel. Another substitution is Alexander Zinchenko. I've given him the same as Jorginho, 6 out of 10. He kind of did the same thing. You know, he did well when he came on. He didn't have enough time to get anything higher than that. He played his role very well. He helped us control the ball. I think him and Jorginho and Zinchenko really helped us see the game out. And then, speaking of seeing the game out, the two last substitutions, Gabriel and Kiwior, I didn't give them a grade because they weren't on for long enough. Kiwior did his job and helped us see out to win. Gabriel, same thing. He held down the defense. He was speaking. He was being loud. He wore the captain's armband at the end of the game, which was quite interesting. I am somewhat worried with rumors about Saudi and Madrid. I don't think Madrid's going to happen, but Saudi's quite an interesting one. But we can't sell him. We cannot sell him. I think he cannot be moved from this team. He is so crucial to what we do here. Gabriel has to be kept onto. And Mikel Arteta, his rating, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I think, you know, he had very good game plan, which was to hold the ball and keep Palace at bay. Palace did really well in holding that block, so it's not his fault for that. It was a good substitution. He handled the game well when we got that red card by bringing on Jorginho, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Kiwior. I think they were all very important substitutions at the time. And I mean, away from home, clean sheet, 1-0 victory. You can't really ask for much more. I think overall it was a very hard fought and brave display from the team. We did what we had to kind of do to get the 3 points. Despite going down to 10 men, we stayed defensively strong and grinded out the victory. So it was very important to go away with those 3 points. I would love to know your guys' ratings for the games, so be sure to leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.